Going live, yo. What up, yo? Time is running out, yo. It's the real dough. Let's connect politics ditto. We can trade patience be lifted in staircases. Word up, peace to incarcerated scar faces. Killer Kizar. What's up, bro? Salute, man. Salute to the peoples, man. It's epic, man. Positive vibes, man. Positive vibes, my brothers. You heard? Positive vibes, man. Salute, man. Salute, man. Salute. Coat up. Coat up. Coat up. Lemon water. Lemon water. Lemon water. Sean Porter, unfortunately, man, Sean Porter was a shorter fighter. Errol was a more advanced fighter as far as calculating, sharpness. Gonna get into that, man. You know what I mean? Errol Spencer's slick. Slimmer, taller, he had the reach advantage, but damn. You know, Sean Porter did his best. I don't care what nobody said. For him to be a shorter fighter, he did his best. I think he did absolutely his best. That's what I think, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute up, man. He did his best. I absolutely believe that he did his best. I mean, I need some more peoples in the house, man. I need at least a buck, man. You know, Flip called me today and shit. Flip, yo, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna get into something before I go into my story. I don't know what it is with me. You heard? Me. Totally. I keep hearing. But it's not the first time. It's not the first time. Man, shout out to Bad Vibes, man. Shout out to Bad Vibes, you heard? You know, he was on Queen's Flip last night and he did, you know, he was up there with his wife and his kid. Shout out to that man, Bad Vibes, man. You know, I watched this episode last night on Queen's Flip, and I can tell you that, unfortunately, he said that an incident happened not too long ago. You know, Bad Vibes been down for almost 20 years. And I can't believe still how, that's why I can't believe still how that, he said, although it's uncommon, it's unusual that these little homies still try to cut big homies. You know what I mean? And it's probably all because of props. I gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful. Salute, man. Iraq 152. I got you. Mario, stepson. Is that? Oh, that's another one. I think it is. Yo, I think that's him. Mario. But yeah. But yo, on the Queen's Flip show last night, Bad Vibes did an outstanding interview with Queen's Flip. And one of the things that Queen's Flip touched on about Bad Vibes, like, yo, man, you seem like a different type of person when you holding your kid and when you not. I understand those type of changes in an instant because that's how you are, even in prison. When you come down on a visit, you got to learn to contain still your ferocity when you're going to visit, because you know you're going to see someone you love. You know that you're going to come into contact of sadness, sympathetic, sympathy, um, um, love. So that's where you is most vulnerable at when you come in contact with your siblings. You come in contact with people when they come see you on a visit. This is where you're most vulnerable at. This is where you have to be more stronger than you were when you was in your cell, though. Do you understand me? I hate to say it like that. But because of the circumstances when you're on a visit and the way you feel, this is where it really goes down at. That means your people come up to the prison for a visit and they get to see you being violated or you violating someone else. After all these hours that they come up there, sleeping in hotels to wait to come see you. That shit is sad. That you gotta go through stages like that. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's just sad. Salute from Strong Island. See, this is what I'm talking about. These are things that we have to go through. Up Clinton, up Attica. There's a chance that all these people that waited for us to come see us, to come hug us, kiss us, it might not happen because of a life and death situation, because of a survival. You understand what I'm saying? And that's crazy. You know what I mean? Salute OG from Yonkers, man. Product of my environment. Ooh, nice one. Product of my environment. Bless up, bro. Bless up. Yeah. So, you know, that's one of the things I wanted to touch on. You know what I mean? About, you know, yo, please, I appreciate if you push the like button. I hate asking people to do that. But can you please press that like button? It's going to be epic, you heard? I want to sound like, hit that like button when you're on your way in, man. You know? I'm not asking for no donations. I don't care about that. But, yo, push that like button. Southport, yeah. I used to live in Southport, the racist guards and all that. That's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. But one thing I want to touch on about the interview from last night with Queen's Flip and Bad Vibes. Bad Vibes is one of the non-trades. And that brother, you know, he told Flip, not during the interview, but off camera, he said, yo, man, he said, Killer Cab, man. He said, yo, I'm glad to see him much calmer now, much, you know, settled. But he told Flip, man, he said, man, that dude was a bomb. He was a straight up bomb. Like, he never stood still. I didn't. I had ADHD for real. Even in my cell, I was ithy. I was kept shaking. I was like, you know, man, I just wanted to get out the cell and just do something, do anything. That's how I was. I kept everybody's mind revolving. That was around me. Everybody kept going because of me. You know what I mean? I kept everybody on their toes. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept moving unnecessarily. And that's how it was. You know, and I hate to say that, that's how time went by fast for me too. Time went by super fast. All them years went by fast. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, salute, man. You know, it's one thing I want to touch on, but I was just saying, you know, just imagine, you know, your people's spending all these hours to come see you, stay in hotels, just to get a hug or a kiss. And your most vulnerable moments is when you, as an inmate, have to come on a visiting floor and pop off on somebody because they violated you. Or you get popped on in front of your family because you have once violated. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You know. One other thing I wanna, you know, I don't want to promote. I don't want to promote violence. Salute for the entire chat, man. Well, when Bad Bobs was talking last night, and Queen's Flip said, "Man, I see the difference between you holding your kid and you giving your kid away. You came into a transformation. Transformation jumps right into you, and this is when you are in contact in a certain type of energy. You know what I mean, within yourself or your surroundings. You know what? Your everything changed. Your eye, your walk, your look, your smell. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of about adjusting to different type of environments. You know what I mean? You've been to prisons where it you seen black clouds. Then you go to other prisons and see it's always black clouds, darker black clouds. You got to adjust to it. You know what I'm saying? You got to adjust to it, or you get lost in it, and a cloud of smoke. So it's not. It's like it's what I'm saying. Like this is real shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got pictures of Bill Blash, you heard? Him and Mike Beck. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to touch on something last night. I did a live, you know what I'm saying? And I did a live and and oh man, just one of the things I got to stretch about, you know, not getting flagged again. I got flagged. I think somebody called me in, said this dude name or whatever the case may be, and it got shut down. You know what I mean? They did it before in the prior, in the previous thing. So two of my pages got shut down, and it's no longer available. You know what I'm saying? What's good, East New York, you heard? So, so one of the things, happened. A funny thing happened to me this morning, right? You know, as y'all know that last night, right? Last night, I was live, and Briggs popped in. Shannon Briggs, you know, the ex-heavyweight champ. And, you know, he said, send me his number, boom. So I woke up this morning, right? You know what I'm saying? Woke up this morning. Jersey, what's up? Salute. I woke up this morning, and there goes the number. Shannon and Cannon. There goes Shannon Briggs' number. Like, hit me up. So I hit him up. Boom. Immediately hit him up. Bing. What's good? You know, and we know basically talking about everything was going on in Brownsville. Salute over, you heard? Salute, 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 salute. You know what I mean? Thank you for the donation. But one of the things I wanted to touch on about the conversation we had is that we took it back. You know what I'm saying? Pink House is much love. So me and Shannon, you know, talked about our boxing careers from the past, all the other fighters from the, you know, era. You had Eddie Gregory Mustafa too. Can't forget about him. I was coming up as a young kid. You know, I was kind of young. You know, these dudes was a little bit more advanced than me in boxing. You know, even though I started in the '80s late. But yeah. So Shannon goes, yo, you know, this is weird. This is very weird. So Shannon goes, you know, I'm trying to open up a gym in Brownsville, man. I want you to be a part of it, be a part of this movement. I said, man, I'm interested in that. You know what I'm saying? I love that. You know what I'm saying? That'll keep me, you know what I'm saying? That'll keep me occupied, man. You know, trying to help and keep kids off the street, so forth, things of that nature. That'll be a blessing for me. So he goes, yeah, man, I need you to hook up with one of my OGs, man. He just did 31 years. I said, okay, you know, what's your OG name? His name is OG Nuke. I almost dropped the phone when he said that. I almost dropped the phone when he said that. Because Nuke, OG Nuke, I just talked to him like 2-3 days ago. And he said the same exact thing that Shannon was just telling me just now about running the gym. And OG Nuke was like, yo, I got a gym for you to run too. I was like, yo, I just spoke to Nuke about the same situation on picking, right? Yeah, on picking. So, what happened was, me and Shannon tried to put him on a three-way with us, and we couldn't find. Unfortunately, we didn't. We couldn't do it. But there's a little bit of more history to me when it came to boxing and me being in the street. Brownsville is we have a lot of characters in Brownsville as far as boxing, the street, as far as boxing the street. So, and I wanted to pull up an article, came out in January 94. I was still incarcerated. I got incarcerated October 93. But, while in prison, while in the jail waiting for prison, while in prison waiting for court dates, very so often I appear in newspaper articles. You heard? So this one particular article came out in January of January 3rd of 1994. I've been in jail since November of 93. An article came out, and the name of the article was Violence in the Ville, right? And this specific article talked about Mike Tyson and Riddick Bowe growing up in one of the most violent, notorious neighborhoods in Brownsville. They said a lot of good things about them, a lot of positive things about their hardship up until them becoming champions. But then they go, Brownsville, let me stop. Then later on, after the article, they explaining these dudes' hardship and them becoming champions. Then they go, but then we have critics. Brownsville has his critics. And they talk about me. So now I'm on the same exact page. They're talking about Mike Tyson and Riddick Bowe. And then it goes to me. But Brownsville has his critics. Kevin Davis, a suspected drug dealer, blah, 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 was arrested for drugs. A secret investigation tied him to homicide. He's being investigated for other numerous things. And it was crazy. I got to pull the article up. Sometime this week, I want to go to the general library, pull the article up, snapshot it, bang, and show, make it a headline. But yeah, so and I was already in jail, facing numerous charges on, from homicide to assault to whatever, gun possession, drug possession. I had a couple of cases. So, and what my conversation revolved around when I talked to Shannon this morning, and I told him, I said, yo, he said, I went up to some prisons to box some fighters, things of that nature. And I was like, wow. So I asked him, because I had a disciplinary problem in prison. I had a very bad disciplinary problem in prison. I didn't get along with the police. So, but nevertheless, because I assaulted the police a few times while I was in prison. But nevertheless, at one point in time, I went to Green Haven. When I went to Green Haven, I was in a box with Big Iz. Iz was in a box with me, and the box in Green Haven is like on a roof. It looked like, So I was up there. And it's like 4 or 5 cells, like maybe 5 to 6 cells up there only. You know what I'm saying? You can't hardly see anybody. But I wound up putting in for a modification on my time after being in the box for probably like a year or something. Asked for a modification. And I had some dudes in population vouch for me when I got to Green Haven, like boxing shop. And there was another fighter named Hassan Saxton from New Jersey. Hassan Saxton was They did an article in Hassan Saxon about Hassan Saxon. Sports Illustrated did an article on Hassan Saxon while he was in Green Haven. Just before I got there, Hassan Saxon was a heavyweight fighter. Remind me a lot like Shannon Briggs. He's from Jersey. What happened with his case was, man, he was a private, whatever, hitman for some really big name mafia in Jersey and wound up getting extradited from Jersey to New York. So he had to serve his time in New York. So he's in Green Haven Correctional Facility in New York. Him and Boxing Shy, Corey Sparrow from Rochester, they was kind of like running a whole jail. So there was a lot of people from Brooklyn inside the prison that knew I was upstairs, and they happened to get me pulled down from the box to general population on long-term keep block. I'm on long-term keep block, but listen, in Green Haven is sweet because when you're on long-term keep block, you got people on your tier that's programming, that go to commissary, that get food, they go on visits. So I was on long-term keep block, and now I had access to food, I had access to, visits, packages, you know what I mean? And this was the time when I came down that Kevin Rooney, Mike Tyson trainer, right, was coming to Green Haven with some outside fighters for Boxing Shy and Hassan Saxon to train. And that was crazy. It was phenomenal. So as I'm on long-term keep block, I write another letter to the deputy security to see if I can help train with some of the outside fighters. And I had a couple of people vouch for me, like Hassan, like Boxer Shy, and people that was in the jail. A lot of my homies that was in the jail. You know what I mean? One of my main dudes was in the dude from Brownsville that was in Green Haven at the time was my man Rula. You heard? He been in there forever. And he just came home too after doing, I got a picture of him, after he did 26 years. So, they was trying to go to bat for me as far as getting me out the cell to help train Kevin Rooney fighters. You know what I mean? And I wound up making it to a conference interview with the deputy security to talk to him about me, want to try to behave more, you know what I mean? And he was black, you know what I mean? And that's what I thought I had the advantage. He was black, and I was like, yo, man, I'm tired. I just want to train. Boxing been my life before I started doing all this crazy stuff, I didn't always cut and stab people, you know what I mean? But if I'm in an environment like this, man, I think I can manage to behave because it's something that I love from the street. And, he says, then why didn't you continue? He said this to me. So why didn't you continue to do that instead of being in here in front of me? I said, man, the streets caught me, man. I can't get out now. I got to do my time. But while I'm doing my time, it'll give me some type of, freedom. Because it's something I did in the street. It's something I love to do. And he's looked at my overview on my behavior report. He looked at my behavior report. And he asked me, he said, Mr. Davis, you got you got 4 or 5 assaults back to back on a police officer stemming from maxes. He said, if I let you out, that's like letting a serial killer out that said he confessed to Christianity. Yeah. You know what he said? He said, if I let you out, that's like letting you as a serial killer out that confessed to Christianity. That's what he told me. He said, I can't take that chance. So he said, the thing I want you to do, give me another 6 months. Give me another 6 months. Give me another 6 months in the box. Well, in long-term key block, while you're here, we ain't gonna put you back in the box. We're gonna put you back to long-term. Give me 6 months and come back for review, and I put a referral to SHU director Donald Sowski. I put a referral to cut you loose and stay in my jail, and you can help change lives. I said, all right, thank you anyway, you heard? So I go back. I go back to my cell, I do what I do, you know what I mean? Squats, push-up, dips, I'm eating, you know what I mean? And everything that washing around was going on in jail. That was a Brooklyn jail, Green Haven was, a Brooklyn jail. Nothing but dudes from Brooklyn, East New York. You had a few Harlem in there, a few Bronx, but it was a lot of dudes from Brooklyn that was there that made me feel like I was in Brooklyn. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But make a long story short, I was in there a couple of months without an incident report, without a disciplinary report. I think I made it to 4 months, 5 months, and I was up for another review, and I wound up, boop, getting packed up. My classification dropped. So when my classification dropped, it packed me up, sent me to Wendy's. And then from Wendy's, that's when I was, boop, I got out the box. You know what I mean? I went to regular population. After being in the long-term key block in Wendy's, I wound up going to population. So, you know what I'm saying? It was just the moral of the story that I was just this close of finding some type of peace inside prison, where I was at for many years, to, train kids. Something that I like to do. And I wound up doing it when I came home, wound up getting in the gym, wound up training kids, wound up taking one kid in specific. His name is Quentin Gaskins from Elmira, New York. And he was very, very, I had him at when he was 11, 12 years old, around that age, and he's like 27, 26 now. You know what I mean? Took him to the gloves, he wanted. Another one that I trained was Eric Barner from Elmira, New York. Took him to the gloves. He won the gloves. You know what I mean? So, things goes on. You know what I mean? But, I always want to touch on things concerning that. But one of the things that sparked me the most about what Shannon said to me, they say, okay, man, I need you to run the gym. Let the bull crap go. Let the bull crap go. I mean, don't involve yourself too much deep into the bull crap and the streets and all that. You're right, you heard? Because now I'm becoming a bigger picture and an overall. I don't involve myself too much in the politics which goes on in the street, things of that nature. You know what I mean? Also got to be aware about this YouTube stuff is very strict. I feel like Dr. CB when I'm on YouTube. Because all my blogs, right, it's always getting fired on. It's as if though I'm exposing the government. And that's how I feel sometimes, I feel like Dr. CB. You know what I mean? So they taking away what I'm trying to build. They taking away something I'm trying to give people the acknowledgement of. It's not. See, the more real I get with it on the internet, the more I get punished. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good thing. I don't necessarily do it for the money. I do it for, the cause. You heard? You know what I mean? Not because, for the cause. It's for the cause. It's for people to open up more about what goes on and what they do in their surroundings, who they dealing with, how they deal with the people they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, man. It's very important that we understand human nature. You know what I mean? And that we don't succumb or fall victim to a lot of deception, a lot of flattery, you know what I mean? A lot of misconceived information. These are things that's important for life. Yeah, let's go, champ. Tarzilla, what's up? Fast, you know what I'm saying? But I do have the passion to train now. myself is in I myself is in training right now, mentally and physically. I myself is in training right now, and this is what I got to prepare myself for. You know what I mean? That's always been my calling. Boxing has helped me to defend myself against others, even while I was in prison. So I already had a reputation of knocking somebody. But everybody think that I come with the hands. I came with a sword instead. So they really scared because they know I got experience and I'm equipped with certain type of techniques, right? As far as boxing, and then I got a spear. So then I'm like, yeah, let's go. And that scares them to death even more. But I understand. Because if I was dealing with someone like me, I'd be scared too. What are you talking? That dude he's equipped with both skills in boxing and a knife. So it helps very good for warfare. You know what I mean? If I run into a motherfucker that knew karate, stop cursing. If I ran into somebody that knew karate and had a knife, I think twice, you heard? Oh man, because I gotta worry about his leg now. And the waist ring. And I'm a boxer. So you gotta always be, you always gotta be mindful. You always gotta be mindful what you wanna do. How you do things, man. You gotta be mindful about your war antics. You know what I'm saying? You know? Plenty of times I've seen dudes in cells right next to each other, cook, eat together, cook together, and then they get into a small little argument. As soon as them cells pop open in the morning, one of them killed each other over that little disrespect. You got different type of mentality that go crazy, that's in jail, that you got to be mindful of. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you like it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful. You know what I mean? Every time your cell crack, you got to be mindful if that's going to be, when you step out, it's your life death situation. It's right in front of you. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it much, man. You heard? Appreciate it a lot, man. That'd be good if we can get a boxing channel, you heard? But I'm gonna promote more. I want to promote more, you know, like positivity on my channel than negativity, you heard? And that's what I'm gonna have to do, you know what I mean, in order for me to grow. You know what I'm saying? I gotta promote more positivity than, you know, negativity. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been flagging me lately. They've already made me take down and deaded two of my videos. You know what I mean? And they've been flagging me. They've been flagging me lately. I got a call from Flip telling me the same thing because he can look inside my account and see everything was going on. And he already brought it to my attention a couple of days ago. Yo, next thing you know, you gotta be careful on YouTube. You gotta talk different, you know. And not to take nothing from Scheme, told me the same thing. He told me that yesterday. He said, you can't curse, you can't use the other words, you know, things of that nature. Flip was like, you know, don't, because they can shut you down. They shut you down. Once you get them flags like that, they can shut you down. Then it's no more about KK no more. You know what I'm saying? I be hopping on somebody else's live and just doing Instagram. I need this channel to keep promoting positivity. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people in the chat, also I gotta be, it's people in the chat, it's people in the chat too. You gotta be mindful. I forgot to say that, it's very important. Y'all gotta respect the chat as well, because I didn't know that if people in the chat say things of nature, that could make a flag on my YouTube channel. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Steelers, #1. So, Steelers, #1. I love Steelers. Black and yellow. Right? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that goes without saying. Like, I gotta have the people, my live audience, they gotta be careful about what they say too. I just found that out today. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I wouldn't be able to beat Mike Tyson's prime. He was invincible, man. I know Steelers trap, but I still love him. Just like Buffalo trap, but I still love him. You know what I mean? So, thanks a lot for people on my live, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Try to keep it, please try to keep it, simple. I don't like blocking nobody out. I hate doing stuff like that. I want a positive vibe, man, because it helps me grow. It helps the internet on my YouTube grow. I become, sometimes it becomes, I have more people. Like I got some people from Flip Group come on, and his group is different, you heard? A lot of Flip groups is different. Not saying that, and I don't want to make it seem as though they white, but yeah, you got some white people that sometimes check my channel out. So I got to be mindful of things I say also about race. We got to say things about we got to be mindful of what we say about race and things of that nature. Different type of people intertwining with each other. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say the word. Yeah, well, I definitely need looking for the truth. I definitely need my videos recommended instead of unrecommended. Instead of getting this on my Gmail, your videos are not suitable for the audience. That's what I get. Your videos not suitable for the audience, so therefore we're doing a review and it won't no longer be active. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of, I got so much emails like that. I don't know what to do. All I know how to be is real. You know what I mean? That's all I know how to do is be is real. Yeah, I can't curse. You know what I mean? You gotta stop cursing. People in the chat gotta stop cursing. And I gotta humble myself more. So I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? I hope this one goes through with a green light. You heard? Hope this one goes through with a green light. You heard? But I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? Welcome. What up, brother? You heard? Welcome to my moderator. You have me? Welcome. Thank you. I didn't even know she was in the house. I wasn't really looking at the comments, but you know what I'm saying, because I want to explain my story, man. I want to shout out Lloyd Banks again for getting my book. I want to shout out for the conversation I had with Shannon Briggs this morning. Queens Flip. I spoke to G Money. He asked me, was I still on the menu? I told G Money he's no longer on the menu. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to OG Nuke. I've been trying to go and get in touch with him. You know what I'm saying? All day today. You know what I mean? Even in the barbershop, I was trying to call Nuke. Shout out to OG Nuke, man. Shout out to Wildcat. Shout out to CK. Shout out to my man Shockwell. Shout out to Bad Vibes video he did with Queens Flip. I got a shout out to Lloyd Banks, man. You heard? Yeah, Lloyd Banks sent me a message. He always send me kites, you heard? Shout out to Lloyd Banks. All of us, me, Shannon, Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, Eddie Gregory, we all grew up in an era in Brownsville where it was hard. You know what I mean? The Ville is nothing, the Ville is nothing to ignore. Especially growing up and you taking the time to go to the gym and box to make some type of, peace within yourself. I don't understand if y'all know boxing is a sort of sport that resembles the pain of your characteristics as you become entertained with the sport. Because you got to remember this. in your mind, in this sport, you have to intentionally hurt someone in order to win. So think about it. There's a lot of people like that outside of boxing who thinks like that, and 9 times out of 10, it's more likely more dangerous. And it's the young kids, the younger generation. So we got to start thinking for them, because that you know what? I'm gonna tell you a secret about growing up, and it's a psychological effect that it has on you. When I was growing up, I played football first before I got into boxing. I played football, rough. Another sport that when you play football tackle, my mom bought me equipment. My teachers was to hurt. Oh, I want to hurt. Boom, you want to hit. You want to hit. We letting our anger out. That's pain that we go through when we choose these type of sports. When we choose boxing, when we choose football, we got anger issues. Because our intention is to hurt. It's not for people that don't got anger issues, man. You got to understand the psychological effect that these contact sports mean, that you got to do it. You going to put your mind forth to hurt something in order to win. That's a fact. So I'm saying, with that saying, when you take up boxing, you taking up something that's relevant to your nature. Whether it's seek, divide, destroy, and conquer. That's your nature. But you got the will, the free will, to put it in a perspective to where it's that it's a game. It's a game for victory within yourself. It is. And same thing as if these people are just these young kids in the street. Young kids in the street, man. You know, I used to, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was boxing, I had a couple of guns. I had it in my bag. I could never forget the name. I wish Shannon was here. I wish he was on my thing listening. But I was boxing at Starlight City, and I carried a gun all the time. And, to and from the gym, because I was going to Eastern York. I'm from Brownsville. So I would get on the bus, get on Eastern York. This is crazy, but I got another story to tell. I get on the bus and boom, go. But it was on my own safety, because I knew boxing didn't work all the time. Like, I knew how to pick and choose my battles. I was in the gym one time, and I'm going to tell you this. Boxing in the back, boom, boom. And it was an old timer who was in a wheelchair. And he went and he tried to get through me, through my bag, through the boxing bag. I was boxing, went around, boom, and my bag got stuck in his wheelchair. And he rolled it. My gun came out. He looked at me. I looked at him. I was like, because the OG loved me. He said, man, put that back in the bag. I put it back in the bag, untangled the armrest around his wheelchair, his wheelchair. I took it off, boom, boom, and I went back to work like, damn, this mother saw it. Bing, 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 you heard? Bing, 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 so I'm boxing, right? This is crazy. So, after the workout was over with, everybody got dressed, you heard? Everybody, got dressed and, proceeded to leave, close the gym down. He put me to the side and said, yo, come here. I was like, oh, shit, man, OG gonna get on me, talking about, come back to the gym or something. I'm thinking that's what he's telling you. You don't come back to the gym no more. Like, damn, man. But I noticed that during the time when he seen the gun, he didn't tell anybody. But he kept staring at me from afar, like this, just looking at me. You heard? But he zoned in on me. Make a long story short, after the gym, he told me to come over. I went over, and he said, "Yo, walk me to my car," because he could drive, but he just couldn't walk. So I pulled him over to his car, you know, and I opened the door for him. I helped him get in his car so he can drive. I folded his wheelchair up, put it in the trunk, and then he closed the door, put the window down. Then he said, "Come here." And then when I went over to the driver's side of the window, he had a big ass 9 himself, but then he had a 9, like a Taurus. I only had a 380. He had a Norris. And I looked and said, "What the fuck you doing with that?" His name is Bob. That's his name, Bob. That's his name, Bob. He's on the phone. He said, "Yo, I know how it is to carry a gun. I still carry mine. Even though I'm in a wheelchair, because I'm most vulnerable in. And plus, I live in a neighborhood where I got to have mine." I was like, wow. So he said, every time I pull up in front of my house, I got to have my people meet me outside to get my wheelchair out the trunk. And that's where I'm most vulnerable at. So, because, you know, people watch me get help put in a wheelchair from my car. And he lived in East New York. And I was like, wow, you know. And you know what I'm saying? And so it just struck me. But it's another thing that's psychological to me, too. And they asked me, he asked me one time, "Why you carry a gun so much?" I said, when people know that you have a weapon, 9 times out of 10 likely they're not going to mess with you because you got a weapon. And they know that you're able to squeeze. They're not going to mess with you. So I didn't carry a gun to go around shooting people. I actually went around carrying the gun to protect myself against motherfuckers that had the thought of potential attack. So that's exactly how it was. And I mean, I didn't just get a gun to go around and just start shooting because I wanted to or a nigga look funny. Nah, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's things that goes on in your mind that we got to understand goes in our environment. You know what I mean? Everybody got guns in Brownsville. We don't know how they get here. We don't understand who make them and how it gets to the Brownsville. You heard? And that we don't understand these natures. Well, all we know is that how you say that word? We have access to it. We got access to it all around. You know what I'm saying? True, we got access to it. It's always there. We don't know how drugs get here. How did it? It's made in Colombia, but it comes right in our hood. Guns is made in Virginia, probably. I forgot what they call that big Virginia. What the hell they call that? The Pentagon. The Pentagon. Things of that nature. You know what I mean? So, you know, but when it gets there and it comes into the community, it's only for us to experiment all these things amongst ourselves. They know. They put it in our neighborhood for us to experiment this shit among ourselves. The drugs and the guns. Tell me about it. We're not going to go to a white neighborhood and do it. We're not going to go to a white neighborhood and shoot it. We're not going to do none of that. We're going to experiment this shit on ourselves, bro. Y'all niggas better wake up. Same, I told Shannon this morning. I said, Shannon, man, I just need my peoples because I'm close to the street. There's a lot of people in the street in Brownsville. You know, you got a few, but majority of these little young dudes in Brownsville know who I am. They respect who I am. And it's rare that when I come around, they around and they shooters. But I don't tell them, I don't preach to them that they should do this. I don't want them to be unarmed or something for them to the effect where that they get hurt. You gotta understand the nature, what's going on. You can't stop it, but you can promote it. It's like you can't take over the world. The only thing you can do to the world is add gain to it. You know, and this is what I'll be trying to say. You can't go around preaching, but they understand the way you move and how you move is what they're gonna be influenced by. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You you know, I seen it happen. You know what I mean? I seen plenty of times, but I'm the streets. I am the streets. You got dudes older than me, maybe 5 to 6, 7 years older than me, that's in Brownsville, that don't communicate with these kids. They scared to death of them. Swear to God. And they got a lot of power. But they don't communicate with the children. They don't communicate with the children. People see that in me. I communicate with the children, the ones that's likely not to be successful. When I come to Brownsville, yes, I have a communication with them because the dudes up under me when I was in prison was the little guys. So they breathe the little ones and they teach them history about me. And this is why when I come around, I'm, respected. You know what I'm saying? But the dudes my age and older don't communicate with these kids. And this is why it's lost. That's why they lost. I hate to say it, you know what I mean? But I got access of communication to the kids. You know what I mean? And they wild. Yes, they are. They wild. You know what I mean? It is sad, you heard? But I understand the situation because some it's too late. And I'm not gonna tell another one to put his joint down in order to lose his life. You just gotta you just gotta work around this environment. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be ashamed if I could tell everybody to stop for a second and have a peace treaty among themselves. That'd be the best thing. But sometimes it's too late for others. You know what I mean? And they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear me preaching. They don't want to hear me talking, you heard? But I love it when they see me and they thank me that I paved the way for them. But still they remain and they remain on point, like as they should, around me. And that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But at least when I come, I can bring some type of peace. You know what I mean? From all walks of life. I'm like a magnet. These dudes, can I be with these dudes and they both can know me and they won't do nothing in front of me. They won't do nothing in front of me. You know what I'm saying? They won't do nothing in front of me. They're like, nah, you gotta respect the OG, you heard? You know what I'm saying? And I like that. That's the best. That's a step forward. That's a step forward for peace, you know what I'm saying? And Brownsville, that's how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But, the art of boxing coming up in the Ville was our sense of relief of releasing pain, releasing anger, releasing tears. That was our cure. Boxing was our cure growing up. Look at the study. Look at Tyson. Look at him mentally. Look at me mentally, man. Look at Bowe mentally. Riddick Bowe. You heard about Riddick Bowe? Heard about Riddick Bowe, what he did back to his family back years ago? I think he held everybody hostage in the house. Police had the SWAT team had to come. He held everybody against their own will. He did some crazy stuff. Things like that happen. You know what I'm saying? We still are fighting demons still. You know what I mean? We're gonna try to manifest. We're trying to manifest it to something, something on a positive aspect is what we trying to enforce. But sometimes it don't really work like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So boxing was one of my experiences in life in Brownsville growing up. Boxing was one of my reliefs. It was one of my cure. It was a cure for me. You know what I mean? When I went to boxing, after being in the streets, I go to the boxing gym. I feel like I'm in heaven. We feel like we at peace. You know what I mean? The only war we got is when them motherfuckers step in that ring. And that's what we got to worry about from that time on. And you know what I mean? And that's it. And this is how we get or build our commitment and becoming professionals when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? And of course, back on the street after the gym. They know where we just came from. They know what we just did. And they know at the same time, we're not going to play. We're not going to box. We're not going to box. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to box because in the streets is not the same. But for them to, you know, acknowledge, for them to acknowledge, for the people outside that didn't box or walk past the gym every day, for them to acknowledge that, yo, man, KK, you know, I ain't boxing, but he doing his thing. And, you know, and at times when I had a tournament to fight, they came and watched the tournament. Probably with their guns on them, but they was there to watch. I have some type of entertainment. They have some type of life outside of the streets. Even if they come in the gym and watch tournaments. I love to see those type of people come in the gym and watch tournaments. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. That was a relief. That was a relief that I was in the gym, in the ring, and these dudes that don't box, ain't got time for that, watch us fight. Niggas like us people like us in the street with them every day, but go to the gym and box, even though they didn't participate in it. But I could almost bet you that was going through their mind when they see us, when they saw us go to the gym, have these fights in these tournaments. They root for us. They was rooting for us. You heard? They was rooting for us, and some type of thing came across their mind where they said, man, one day, man, I might have to put this down and do that. If you entertain a thought like that, that's a good thing. And I know it happened. If you can entertain a thought to say, yo, man, damn, man, there is hope. There is life beside the streets. And even if you don't go for it, you be like, nah, hell no, nigga, I'm staying with my joint. Yeah, I'm going to get to this bag, you heard? But to entertain a thought, which is a good thing, you heard? That's what I like to hear. That's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And that's the influence that we got to put on Brownsville now. I did the article Saving Brownsville, you heard? And OG Nuke has already got his foot in the door, helping out kids, supporting at-risk kids, things of that nature. And you got my man Big Al, who used to be my general back in the days. Al, we got the barbershop called Black Success in Brownsville. One on Livonia Ave. You got one in East New York. You know what I mean? He got one under Rockaway, you heard? And he participates in at-risk kids program. And he was my general. And shout out to Al, man. You know, he shout out to and Al and Briggs, you heard? Shout out to Money too. But these are my OGs from when I was young. You know what I mean? When I was young, you know, although, you know, we did things illegally in Brownsville, you know what I'm saying? These is my OGs. Al was my OG. Un was my OG. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, I became an OG to the younger generation, you know? Like Twan, God bless the dead, Trey Dukes, Jay, you know what I mean? Sonny Black, you heard? These is my little men, you know what I'm saying? And then when I went away, they was there. When I came back, they was there. All those years that I went to prison, these young kids were still out there doing what I taught them to do, doing what I taught them to do. And they held it down in Brownsville for so many years, you know what I mean? For so many years until I came home. I lost one soldier, and that was Trey Dukes, you heard? But the rest of my soldiers was there. And they held Brownsville down. So when I came out, I was good. And, you know, Brownsville, if you do, or if you know, consists of so many people, so many different personalities and mentalities, and it's dangerous. You heard? It's very dangerous, and you could never know when your time gonna clock out. I would never know when my time gonna clock out. But my I have a legacy. I have a legacy. I do. You know what I mean? And it's not a good legacy. You know, a lot of my bad override the good I did. The boxing I did, all the boxing, all the articles, all the, when I turned pro, my violence, my stint in prison overlap all the good. But people remember the good that I've done, that they was doing good at that time. You know what I'm saying? So now I have an opportunity to make more good than more bad by being surrounded about positive, good people that already done bad. So from that point on, I should be able to follow suit with these OGs and do good. You know what I'm saying? So think about the things what I just said. You know, we get tired of living and keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's tiredness. If you don't get tired doing, plotting, scheming, killing, stabbing, whatever you want to do violently, if you don't get tired of that, something's wrong with you. Right? I know it's a necessity not to be too far away from it. Of course not. Don't think that you don't need to be like that. I don't want no one to think that you don't need to be like that when the time have to. Because you do. And don't make it too late. I don't think people understand what it is. If you can understand what I'm trying to say. Don't be too far from what you have to do. If you seem barbaric, so be. But contain it. Contain it. Stop thinking. Stop bringing the emptiness out to make things bad. Because some people got emptiness in them that they got to fill with negativity. Just cause, you don't. So what you do is you make other people feel uncomfortable. That's one of the things I got when I'm around certain things, certain environments, certain people. You try not to make them feel uncomfortable about like you never change, about and that's one of the things that people can relate to me about. That's what I notice about. I've been getting a lot of people that can relate to me that comes from all different walks of life. I'm talking about the corporate world. The corporate world, like I had people call me that work for Con Edison, the electric company, the mechanics, and in my inbox like, yo, dude, you had a rough life, dude, but I understand what you're saying, dude. You know what I mean? You want her? Yo, dude, I understand you, dude. They talking to me like, dude, man, you're cool. When you got people like that, to reach out to you, knowing what, you know what I'm saying? Knowing what type of person you are and your characteristics, but they know that you utilized in a way to where it's that they say to themselves, the people, yo, dude, I understand. They saying to me, you had to be. I would have been. You had to be. Like that. I don't understand, dude. Because I would have had to be too. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that relationship I have with people of unusual nature. Yeah. Facts. That's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know? There's a lot of egos in the way sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes we tend to look at people and think that what they're going through because they act in an unusual way. Well, we don't understand what they went through for them to be unusual. But when you of a person goes to that type of person and strike a conversation up with them or have a type of relationship with them that makes them think that, yeah, man, he understands me, it's because you have similarities to the effect is that y'all both can share openly with each other and have a commitment. No, no sexual thing. I ain't talking about. I ain't talking about no commitment as far. I'm talking about understanding. Understanding. You know how many people that I ran into that was unusual, that I actually conversated with and made them feel like they wanted to tell me their whole life, probably even a time when they wanted to take a shit, which is TMI, 2 minutes information, but they was like, man, dude, I can tell you when I take a shit. That's when you know, that's when you know you a good conversationalist, but you understand that they not afraid to even tell you, man, I gotta take a shit. You heard? That's when you know you're a good conversationalist. But not only that you understand. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, man. You know what I mean? So I be trying not to curse, man. I hope I didn't curse too much, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm crazy, OG Dave Johnson. You been salute to Dave Johnson, man. You know what I mean? I can tell you, man. I try to keep evolving, you heard? But I gotta tell you, Dave Johnson, thank you. I thank you a lot, man. You heard? You know me. I thank you a lot. You heard? I appreciate you too, man. Word up. That's right. The wise get wiser, man. Sometimes that's what I do, man. I get deep, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to have, conversations. Sometimes, like I said, man, I go to the park and I talk to homeless people. And one thing I notice about homeless people, they're afraid of you more than they're afraid of you more than you should be afraid of them. They become solitude with the environment they live in, even though they live on the streets and around people they see every day. They seem like they are more afraid of the people. They do. Approach a homeless person, they look at you weird, and have a conversation with them. And even at sometimes when you give them money, like sometimes I give them $20 and they look at me like I'm strange. Or they be like, what the fuck? Like, what does he want from me? That's how they look at you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, yeah, man, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button on your way in, man. You know what I mean? KK is a good, KK talking about some real deep stuff, you heard? Man, I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button for me, please, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That's only the best, you know what I mean? Killer Care for President, thank you, you heard? Killer Care for President, thank you, I'm Derek Graham. But yeah, try to conversate with a homeless person and give them some money and try to feed them, man. They seem segregated from your character. They seem isolated from you. You know what I mean? They don't look at you. And it seems as if though they feel some type of guilt. And that's what made me go hard on them. Yeah, that's what made me go hard on them. And I'd be like, yo, man, everything gonna be all right. I hope that, I can have the opportunity to pray for you, girl. And, and things of that nature, man. And, help you get some things in that. Man, it was crazy, you heard? But I understand the nature, you heard? I understand the nature, man. And it's, they also need help. You know what I'm saying? So we can't always brush people's thoughts or don't respect the people's minds because they're going through something and they seem unusual. When people seem unusual is when you most have to pay attention to. All these mass shootings, all these mass stuff, They go, these mass shooters, they go to, the person that causes the mass shootings are the one who preys on what? They prey on the weak. They prey on the weak. They see, they see, hold on. Oh man. They see, yo, they seem to prey, like the people that cause the massacres, they seem to prey on the weak. The most war, yeah, that's right, I need some lemon water. They seem to prey on, listen to this. They seem to prey on people who is at what? They most what? Vulnerable moments at the concert. Yeah, at the basketball game. Yeah, it's a catch to that. And I remember Marcus Aurelius, he said, it is when catastrophic events happen at his what? Benevolent moments. And that's why me, when I'm outside, and if I'm with friends, and I'm telling you, I do that when people, and I got a different energy. When you at your greatest happiness, your moments, you drinking, y'all got jokes, everybody's laughing. I shut down, I zoning around me. Look, I zoning around me like, yo, something about to happen. Yo, Kiki, what's wrong with you? We out here having fun, kicking it. I said, this is when disaster strikes. This is when disaster strikes. So you think I'm crazy? This is when disaster strikes. When we at our most happiest, vulnerable moment. Yo, somebody's, they be like, yo, Kiki, you bugged out. I'm like, all right. I'm on point, though. You hear me? Because we witnessed this. When people are at work, when people are at basketball games, music concerts, is when disaster strikes. Catastrophic events happens. So I'm like this. Everybody around me laughing. Yo. And I'm like this. Zoom, 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 zoom. And niggas look at me like I'm crazy. Niggas look at me like I'm crazy, man. Nah. I ain't crazy, homie. I'm crazy. I'm on point, man. Y'all better be on point because that's when disaster strikes. That's how catastrophic events happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. And this is, you know what? We can't stop it. It's nature. I know I can't beat nature. I know sometime, some way, my clock won't stop. I wonder how. Because I'm so paranoid. You know? I wonder how. Because I'm so on point. How my clock gonna stop? You know? It's like, what's that movie? Final Destination. I look at that shit, I take Final Destination seriously. On the highway, behind log trucks. Yo, get away from that shit. Everybody was trying, get away from that shit, yo. Pass that shit. Matter of fact, slow up. Let that shit go 20 miles ahead of us. I'm on some shit like that. I've been some shit like that. I get on the train platform. I'm holding on to the rail, you heard? I hold on to the rail, platform like that. Looking around who behind me, yo, fuck away from me. You hear me? He ain't pushing me on the track, you heard? You know what I'm saying? I get in the car, I be sitting in the back. Hey, why you sitting in the back, man? Drive. Yo, son, I ain't no cab. I said, I got a seat in front of me that's cushioned. I put my seatbelt on. I'm not going through the windshield, you heard? This nigga bugged out, man. Yeah, I be thinking like that. You heard? A 0 to 100 quick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I watched my wife. She get a big butcher knife cutting onions up like this. Especially when she want to argue. She want to argue at the time she cooking. You heard? I'm quiet. It's quiet. You heard? It's quiet in here. You heard? Facts. You know what I'm saying? Word up, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't, you know what I mean? You know, you never know. And you can't hide. It's destined. It's destined. But you know, I'm just zoning on everything around me. I'm do that. You know what I mean? Fuck that. You know, I did it when I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? I did it when I was in prison, so I always was on point. I always had to be on point. I had to be. You know what I'm saying? So you know, everybody come from a different environment growing up. You know, some part of your environment is calm. So you grew up a calm person because everybody around you in your environment was calm. Now, if you was a hostile person and you moved into an environment, a calm environment, then people that was already in that calm environment will definitely tell that you was hostile at one point in time. Yeah, he was hostile before he moved here. Because we calm. You look different. You walk different. You talk different. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, people could detect that shit from a different environment and understand that you is not from of what they grew up around. They be knowing that. That's big facts. Right. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've done it. You know what I mean? I moved into calm environments where they had palm trees and beaches and the people were different. And they zoned in on me like, you know, like I was an alien, you know, and I got flip-flops on and shorts. I'm trying to look as normal as I could with my face. Even when I smiled, they said I look dangerous. Even when I smiled, they said I look different. I look like a serial killer or something. I'm like, all right. They don't trust none of that shit about me. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to change. I don't. You said whatever shows in your mind shows in your face. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Black GKB, for real. You know? You know what I'm saying? Believe me, I went to Elmira. I stood out the most. They had other black people out there from Rochester. Still, them dudes is different from us. The police zoned in on me. Even the other black people out there in Elmira, which is a majority white town, it's a prison town. I go out there, they zone in on me. I'm different from them. And the police like, yeah, you heard? They zone in on me. You know, I caught a lot of cases out there, a lot of assaults. I think, I'm going to keep it real with you. It's been a year. July 22nd of last year, I caught assault. I've been out of jail since September. I got out of jail last year, September. So it's been only a year that I've been out. But before that, I was doing bullets back to back for 7, 8, 9 years back to back for assault, criminal misconduct, you know what I'm saying? Criminal mischief, you heard? Catching little bozo shit, breaking people's windows, you heard? I was spazzing out, you heard? I was, you know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The baby mom got on my nerve. I blew all the windows out. Beep, 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 beep. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Been through some shit, you heard? Waited for the police to come. Police come like, yo, what the fuck y'all want us to do with KK? Put him in jail or BSU, you heard? You know, the psych joint, you heard? They like, no, we ain't pressing charges on him. He need help, you heard? Fuck out of here, you heard? shit, I gotta stop cursing, man. Shit was crazy though, man. I gotta stop cursing. But yeah, man, you go through stuff, things of that nature, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? This is why I'm blessed. I'm blessed because of y'all. I'm blessed because of y'all. Y'all my greatest supporters. Y'all support me the most to where I'm going. Y'all don't even understand that y'all, my live, these people that's on my live is my greatest supporters. And I appreciate my greatest supporters the most. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all want to see me make it. Y'all want to see me make it. So I gotta pay homage to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pay homage to all y'all. Y'all my peoples. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't no snake dirty thing about it. You know what I mean? Y'all absolutely are my peoples. You know what I mean? And I said the same thing about, to Scheme. I said, you got good supporters. You got some people on your line that went at me like I had real beef with them. So I got the same thing on my line. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I don't have no stories of bad vibes, but bad vibes. Like I said earlier, man. He told Flip. Flip called me. Flip called me like an hour ago, and he said, "Yo, man, bad vibes told me. Bad vibes told me." He said, "Yo." He said, "KK, you was a goat." He said, "KK, bad vibes told Flip off record, yo, Killer Cat." But it's nothing normal. I mean, everybody says it. You heard? That nigga was off the meat, right? He said he seen my interview with Will. He said, "Yo, he more settled now. He grew up. I guess he slowed down because I'm in New York. I'm in town. There's no reason for me to be like how I was when he saw me in prison. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the difference. That's where the difference comes in at. You know what I mean? Bad Vibes was I heard a lot of stories. Bad Vibes was, he got busy. Bad Vibes got busy. He was non-Trey. I mean, I'm kind of like, my non-Trey is like, you know what I mean? I pay attention to non-Trey a lot. I do. I pay attention to non-Trey a lot. You know what I mean? I don't pay attention to too much other stuff or sets. But I know a lot of the Godfathers on the other sets, but I pay attention to non-Trey a lot. I pay attention to those Billies. You heard? I pay attention to the Billies. You know what I mean? But we home now, and shout out to Bad Vibes. He got his kid, he got his wife. You know what I'm saying? I applaud him, man. And hopefully one day, we can, get up. I got a message. I got a message, right, from a guy. I gotta ask Wildcat, who is this guy? But I think I know him. I want to seem to. Yeah, I'm relaxed on the couch, right? Yeah, I'm relaxed on the couch. You heard, Dave? It's a guy named. All right, let me read this to you. You heard? Thank you. Yeah, thank you all for not using profanity, man. I appreciate y'all. It's a dude called Frank Luciano. He said, this is what he said. I'm gonna show you the thing. You heard? He just hit me like 31 minutes ago. He said, 9 shots, Billy. It's Polo. The Billy we ain't seen. Oh, 9 shots, Billy. It's Polo. The Billy we ain't seen each other. He said, Billy, we ain't seen each other since HDM, bro. And I see that my guys are all home. You, Wildcat, CK, Cross, Quell, everyone. And I thank God that we all made it out of the belly of the beast. With our sanity and our principles and our morals, I've been watching all of you all on YouTube, and I salute you all, bro. For real, may God continue to bless you and all the real rights. And anytime you want to talk, get at me, my brother. Until then, you be in. G's up, right? Nah, Trey, salute, man. And I wrote back to him, right? Salutations, homie. Much love always. We in the history of mankind. Always appreciate you. Always love. G's up. Then he wrote me back, right? All right, come on, thank you. He wrote me back. He said, thank you. He said, you already know I still Billy. Ain't no other hood for me but BBA. You dig? And I'm just trying to get all the homies I come across to get on real blood time, meaning we don't go at each other. We stand firm together and never transgress on our own. Feel me? And I try to educate the young homies that way. We supposed to be in this fight all forms of oppression and not rob or oppress others, but help those in our community. Not terrorizing your neighborhood, feeling me? But they most of the time, the gang banging time, kill each other, and that's not what really understanding that blood really is about. But I was just watching you speak on Wolf, and that's my big bro. It hurts me that he got all that time, bro, and I speak to Jigga from time to time. I spoke to Pee Wee a few times, and I mainly be with the Dip, K Bless, the Billy, and just working my ass off. 2 jobs, beautiful. Trying to get a 3rd job as we speak, bro, because these rats ain't playing fair, as if ever did, bro. But God bless you, the family, and all our real brothers out here, and behind that G-Wall, East Side, bro. You know what I mean? That was gangster, you heard? So, you know, I'm being nosy, right? I go to the, you know, Frank Luciano. I'm like, damn. So, you know, I can't really see his thing in there. Shout out to that brother. But I went to his profile, right? Pulled up his profile. And look at the pain. Y'all listening? Look at the pain this brother went through. I want to see if y'all recognize the pain that he's going through. Look at his face. Look at his face. You see that? Y'all see his face, man? Y'all see that scar? That's what he got for earning to be a blood, man. See that face, man? That's pain. That's pain. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's pain, bro. That's pain. You know what I mean? But that's love. You know what I mean? That's love. They reached out to me, and that's Green Eyes. I know Green Eyes. Yo, hold on. Black Money Corporation TV. Supreme Team Green Eyes? No, that's not him. I know what Green Eyes you're talking about. He's like one of the, he probably was like one of the 3rd. You had Magoo Wildcat. I think Shaquell, but nah, but Shaquell brought this Green Eyes I know home. He was already balding. He did have a rip on his face. And you would think he was Dominican. Nah, he was Dominican. This one was Dominican. Yeah, I seen the Bad Vibes interview, the butchery out. You know what I mean? But yo, man, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, man. We all home. The moral of the story is that we all home. You know, we're not trying to glorify it. We're not trying to, you know, do no illegal stuff. We're not doing nothing illegal. Nobody illegal can't come my way with nothing. You heard? It's all positive vibes. You know, it's all about, you know, helping the community. Like I said, man, they watching us. And we got to keep negative energy away from us, you heard? We got to keep negative energy, you know what I'm saying? But that brother had pain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you probably can see it in his eyes why he got on glasses. A lot of times we put on darkies because we hide the pain behind behind the tent. You know what I mean? We don't want people to see in our eyes the pain. So we wear tint glasses. You know what I'm saying? Me and Stack is good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Me and Stack is good. You know what I mean? He learned his lesson, you heard, about shaking hands with the devil. I don't want to go into it like that, but that's what happened when he shook his hand with the devil, and they burnt him. And he admitted, the devil told me, he said, "Yo, KK had, man. I did that to see if he's gonna run with it, and sure enough, you know what I mean." But yeah, positive vibes only, man. We all go through the same shit, man. Yo, I gotta. Yo, man, Flip called me, man. I gotta get off the phone, though. Flip called me. He asked me about a certain person. When I tell Wildcat, he gonna wild out. But stay tuned. Because this person called Flip Show and said he was the one who cut Magoo. I don't want to say no names, but this get deep. It seemed like since I've been, you notice, since I've been on Queens Flip, it's been a domino effect with homies all over. And it's been getting deeper and deeper like a movie. But it's a series. It's a series going on. It's a series going on. With loyalty, betrayal, deception. You hear me? It's coming up. They've been popping up. Yo, it's a fact. You saying why? Because my story brung out the ghosts of others, the strength to come forward and tell them the domino effect and the connection I had with what I've been doing, what I've been saying. I gave people the energy. I gave people the power. I gave people the influence to be like, yo, because my story on Queens Flip brought back they memories of my story. And it's getting deep. Think about it. So be. Killer Cab. Wildcat CK Mel Cross. Other homies, Gangsta Lou and Mel Cross. I mean, it's a continuation. Now we have people who was against us, even the Land Kings, they had their story. Now we got the civilians. These dudes that's getting in touch with King's Flip saying they cut the big homie. I remember the incident. That's why Queen's Flip called me. I remember the incident very well when Magoo got cut. I remember the incident because and how he got cut is crazy because he wasn't allowed in our cages. He was allowed only in neutral cages with neutral people. It's a fact. So he wound up being with a neutral dude in his cages while me, Wildcat, Deadeye, Nalo, and Wayno was in one cage. They only put us together, because they know we brothers. Police know we brothers. They put all of us together in one cage. They know we not gonna cut each other. So they took Magoo, they took Audi, they took these two other dudes out. I don't want to say their name, because I want y'all to look at the Queen's Flip. It'll be on. They took these other two dudes out, and these dudes popped on Magoo and popped on Audi. And we couldn't do nothing to save them. We couldn't do nothing to help. And although that's when Magoo wasn't blood. He wasn't. But at the same time, we sat there, and all we can do is look through the fucking gate and look at each other like, yo, these niggas just, I gotta go on live with Cat in a little while, because I gotta tell Cat, you heard? These niggas cutting our food like these niggas cutting the food. Like, yo, what's up? No, Queen's Flip is just beginning to learn history, and it's becoming to make him more bigger than ever. That's a fact. But due to me, and that's why he helps me a lot. I give him some knowledge about certain people, about who should he sometimes I give him a type of answer, that a question that I got to answer, and I try to assist him the best way I could, and seeing who's real, who's not. And this particular individual, I told Flip to do the interview with him. Do the interview with him. You heard? I like Queen's Flip. I can't decipher or determine what that means. Real or fake. Queen's Flip is who he is. He's real to me. Real by meaning his loyalty to me is the utmost loyalty than a lot of things. He's loyal to me. So, yeah, Queen's Flip is very loyal. I appreciate him. You know what I mean? He's appreciated all around. My wife love him. I love him. You heard? I love him. My wife love him. You heard? No, he don't show no type of disloyalty to me and to nobody else. And Flip like you should. It's a privilege, you heard? It's a privilege. It's a privilege. I feel privileged if Queen Flip loves me. He loves me. That's a privilege. You know what I'm saying? It's a privilege. It's a privilege that I got someone of that nature, of that stature that loves me. Forever. 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 I have a family member. You know what I mean? That's a fact. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, forever. But this interview is going to be crazy. It's going to be bananas. Because I usually say, nah, man, don't do no interview with that. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. But I want to. I want to hear what this individual got to say. He said he cut Magoo. Nah. Jay's never that, you heard? JK, JZ. Nah, I ain't doing none of that. I know you're joking. Forever, forever, forever. I love you too, you heard? But yo, you gotta tune in on this interview. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be beautiful. Y'all gotta tune in on this one. It's gonna be crazy. When I got the phone call and he told me, yo, you know somebody named such and such, I was just talking about such and such to Wildcat the other day. We and Wildcat was just talking about that such and such, you heard? I don't want to blow nobody up. We were talking about that such and such because we ate this nigga. But I'm going to tell you about the nigga. He wasn't no joke. He wasn't no joke. He wasn't no joke. You heard? Now, he wasn't no joke. He was nothing to play with. He was mastering the art of war. Far right love, what up? Yeah, man. Mario always gonna have a platform to go to. I already tried to tell. I think he did already. I'm not sure. Did he? He never did. I don't know, man. I'm gonna talk to Mario about that. But yo, man, this interview gonna be epic. This shit gonna go sky high. I said this shit might get better than mine. You know what I mean? But but shit is crazy, man. I gotta talk to Wildcat about this one. Wildcat going bug out. Wildcat going bug out. Bug out. I know my interview was a classic. I know. You doubt it, Yummy? Nah, I told Flip, man, woo. I gotta see what happened, man. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yo, man, this interview, it's gonna be so interesting. I can't wait till it come out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Flip called me back. I told Flip a little bit. Listen, when Flip called me, he said, yo, tell me more about this dude. I said, yo, the dude was a master manipulator. Real deceptive. That's how he got Magoo. I said, he got Magoo. He's a master manipulator. What he did was, he wrote kites. He was very deceptive about using kites, you heard? Divide and conquer. He used to divide and conquer war. He wrote a kite to me. Yo, Wildcat gonna hit you. When you get out, you better be careful. Then he write a kite to Wayno and said, yo, Cab gonna get you. Be easy. So boom, we were young at the time, because this dude is older than us. We young at the time. So we look at the light kite like, what the fuck? Word? I tell you, we had rabies when we was young. We had rabies. So we didn't trust each other, but we loved each other, but we didn't trust each other. We still didn't trust each other, even though we loved each other. But it was crazy because we like, yo, ain't nothing to cut me from. Yo, who got the keys? You heard? Yo, which one of y'all niggas got the keys? Yo, word, you going to law library? Yeah, son. Yo, when you going to law library? Yup. Yo, Cat, you going to law library? Yup. And we like, all right, we all going to eat each other. But before we realized that we all was getting tricked, and we seen the handwriting on the kite, and we know each other's handwriting, bing, we zoned in on him. Yo, yeah, that's how deep it was. It was deep like that. It was the art of war at its best. And we got locked out. We didn't move on each other. We went to the yard. Then this sucker nigga came out. He came out with another nigga. And then Magoo came out. And then Audi came out. And they went to the neutral yard together. They got a neutral yard because they all considered neutrals. So they went to the neutral yard together. And at that time, Magoo was off limits. Nobody was supposed to touch him. Nobody supposed to do nothing to him. And because that was Wayno Peoples. And Wildcat Peoples. You know what I mean? He was my peoples too. But because I came down, I had to understand I can't do nothing to him. So, we all fall back. But yo, we go to the yard. These niggas they got busy on them. These two niggas got busy on Audi and Magoo. Cut Magoo. They cut Audi, and we couldn't do nothing. So we all look at each other like, this motherfuckers. Yeah. But we wound up getting with homie. We wound up getting with homie, y'all. I want to see you tell the truth. After that incident happened, I want to know if he's gonna tell the truth. Because we got him. We definitely got him. You heard? He definitely got. You heard? And he came up, called Queen's Flip, say he wanna come up there. He won't cut my goal. So I told Flip, let him come. Let him do it. I want him to do the interview. You heard? We need to see how he look. We need to see what he doing. You heard? I want to know. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But again, let him. You know what I'm saying, Dave? That's a fact. Let him. You know what I'm saying? We're shaking. Shannon De Niro. An instigator, if people calling for him, remember, Queen Slip is only a journalist. That's going to bring him so much more views. Especially when they're talking about the God, like the Godfather. You talking about Magoo. He called me. He calls me and said, yo, what's up with this? I said, oh, word. Why did I speak him up from the dead? A month ago, me and Wildcat was just talking about this same character. Yo, where's he at? Remember we did this to this? Where's he at, Wildcat? Wildcat like, I don't know. I said, I want to know. Because we in New York. And I know that each and every one of our enemies is looking at us. And they zoning in. I told motherfuckers that. Excuse me. Damn, I want to take that back. Take that back, yo. Take it back. You know, they zoning in. And since I've came forward, they starting to come forward. And I said, you got to watch this. You got to watch this. Because somebody's trying to tell the story better than mine. And it might be true. So you got to be easy all the time. You got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real story. There's no one down on this platform yet that said that I was lying about anything. Not one person said anything. And all these dudes been around me. And not one person to these platforms said I lied about anything. Getting bailed out, the Bing, knocking police out, cutting man. Nobody said anything. Nobody contradict what I said. I want to know what he gonna say. All day long, man. I'm getting possessed right now. I gotta calm down, you heard? Can't keep getting possessed and shit. Thinking about this. I've been on this phone too long, you heard? What time is it? 10 what? 15? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah, this is gonna be epic. This is gonna be a beautiful, beautiful interview. Cause I wanna know what he got to say. And why did he wanna come forward and say what he wanna say. That's what I wanna know. You know what I mean? Because there was more food down there. I believe. I totally believe. And I'm telling the media, like, I wouldn't be surprised if a guy by the name of Sweets, who became 1A Trey, who became like the top Godfather of 1A Trey, and because before he was 1A Trey, you know, he was fooled. And he came downstairs on some, you know, and he was fooled. But he got hit, you know what I mean? And he went upstate, you know what I mean? I hit him, and then I hit him. He went upstate, and he became the big homies. Because I was to remind you, I was still on Rikers Island. So when all the dudes that was coming down in 1B, even feed up dudes, there's some population. Nobody didn't want to work in 1B. Nobody couldn't work in 1B because all the helpers was getting cut because they wouldn't pass a tray or because they wouldn't give a kite. You know, they wasn't allowed to touch no kites. They wasn't allowed to pass no trays to this tray. They wasn't allowed to pass no kites. So they was getting blown out the frame because they didn't want to do it. They was acting like police. And that's how it was. We was blowing all the porters. You know what I'm saying? So while we was blowing all the porters, the police had to feed us. and some cool police would pass the kite that was down there. But a lot of porters, they would go upstate, and then they would turn blood. You know what I mean? It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to say it was all good. You know, we was the first breed of homies, of non-trade. We would die functional. I felt as though we was inbred. I hate talking about it. I felt as though we was inbred. You heard? We was like pet cemetery dogs, you heard? Like they possessed. We wasn't a good example. And I'm gonna tell you something Shaquille said. Shaquille said this. And I understand him and I believe him. We was pet cemetery individuals. We was, because we had beef with everybody. Not just Puerto Ricans, not just Latin Kings, we was everybody. We became, so if you wasn't one of us, you none of us. That's how we was. If you was black and you separated yourself from us, you was fool. And we didn't like that. But when you separated yourself from us, you was fool. So, and Shaquille had a good, trick fool, but out of here is fact. Shaquille touched on this. Shaquille said, there's a lot of people, right? There's a lot of homies that wasn't blood, that wanted to be blood, but they didn't want to be under non-trade. They didn't want to be under us at that time because we was too barbaric. He said it. He said we was too barbaric because we basically would trip on each other at that time. We had rabies. But when they went upstate, they got down with the GKB. That's Shock, you know what I'm saying? When Shaquille went up north and they made GKB, they turned GKB immediately. Look, the leader of GKB, Shaquille. Shaquille is militant, more disciplined, more reasonable, more militant than we ever was. That's one thing I can say. When I brung Shaquille home, his whole form, fame, like when I brung Shaquille home, his whole stature was a leadership already. You know what I mean? It was just that he dropped his crown, I picked it up and gave it to him. He already had it. So when he began his new journey on Gangsta Killer Bloods, and I went upstate, found out he was my big homie. I know it was his big homie, but he did a phenomenal job with controlling many as he controlled few. He did a wonderful job on that. He did a wonderful job on that part. I can't take nothing from him. That shit was wonderful. You heard? They was organized. They was disciplined. They was militant. And, my trays, they was wild. They was just wild, you heard? Trays is wild, you heard? They drew from them out. They's pet cemetery. But we put in a lot of work. And, and we had a lot of beat. When we got up north, we had to continue to we had to continue to beast. Even when we was upstate. But we was all right in the maxes. You know what I'm saying? We was all right in the maxes. You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, man, a lot of these dudes that was in one beat with us on the island, they went upstate and they became homies. Sets became the form. They had the 1-8 trade, Donald G's, Valentine, Sex, Money, and Murder, Gangsta Miller Bloods, Stone, it was crazy. It started spreading in 95, 96, 96, and 97. It was gone. It was out of here. But me, I stayed in my own zone throughout that period of time, being locked up, and I stayed and I controlled everything around me only. I didn't want to write kites and send it to jails and tell one person what to do without me doing it. I didn't want to become public figure as some type of leadership. I didn't want to become none of that. I was a lone warrior who influenced other warriors around me to control their vicinity. That was it. That was it. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a secure force around me without having to telling them what to do that they had or they wanted to do. These people wanted to do it. They didn't had to, they wanted to. It's a difference that they feel that they had to do something. It's a difference when you tell them to do something that you won't do. It's a difference when they had to do something, but they wanted to do something. When they want to do something because they wanted to, it's the greatest feeling in the world that you can be around if they your dogs. That's the type of person you want to feel, have in your corner when they want to do something. What? When you look at something and you zone in on something and you turn to look at them and they like, you better not touch it. Let me get that. That's what you want to be around. You want to be around people like that. You don't want to be around people like you zone in on something and you look at him and he looking the other way like, yo, which way I'm going to run? Which way I'm looking for a way out, you heard? You don't want to be around a dude like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dave Johnson. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be around a dude like that. When you know it's on, you feel the energy, the oven getting hot, and you look at your man, and he trying to look for a way out. We dying. We dying. And if you're looking for a way out with me, while you with me, I'm gonna eat you. And then I ain't gotta worry about you now. Then I can go do what I gotta do. Then I'm gonna eat you. Me in the middle of the shootout. You heard? Beep, 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 beep. Boop. You heard? Get out my way. You in my way. Cross brought Killer Calf home. Mark Cross. And friendly fire, man. Fired by mistake, you heard? But yeah, man, you gotta, I can't wait till this interview happen, man. I can't wait till this interview. Hellraiser, that's right. Salute to Mark Crizzy. You know what I mean? Salute to Mark Cross, man. Salute to Mark Cross, man. You know what I'm saying? Fact. You know what I mean? That's the real homie, man. Yeah, he all right, man. You heard? Word up, man. Yeah, man. But I think everything is good. Flip put me on the Black Money Crawl TV. You heard? I'm full. All right. I'm a hamburger then. You heard? 10K, man, you know what? I'm gonna give him a call in a minute, man. I'm gonna 10K got my number, man. He don't call. He got a wife. 10K got a wife. He got kids. You heard? He doing his thing, man. He not into the bullshit. You heard? He not into the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reach out to him soon, cause I want to do something with him. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I want to do something with 10K, man. And he didn't mean to kill Larry Davis, man. Blue Boy hit him in his leg. He hit an artery. Man, you want to kill somebody, you going for head shots, neck shots, you heard? Head, neck shots, you heard? Chest shots. He didn't want to kill Larry Davis, you heard? You from the Lower East Side? Bro, he ain't trying to kill Larry. Larry got hit with something in his leg. He hit Larry in his leg. Larry hit an artery. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Larry Davis died. Salute to Larry Davis, you heard? But that's how we died, bro. You know what I'm saying? Word up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And what it's gonna be. I love your stories too, man. Dave Johnson. I don't know Blue Boy food, man. You know Blue Boy Spanish, right? And we got thousands of what? Dante Hawkins, fact. Let me see. Hey, yo, Black Money Corp. You said me, Flip, Jack Frost. You said me, Flip. Hold on, hold on. You said me. No, matter of fact, Flip gonna send it to me. He said, yo, man, I think it was you. He said, yo, man, Flip, Killer Cab, Jack Frost, and federal agents. Yo, that's what you said? You said, Flip, me, and Frost is federal agents. That's what I heard, you heard? Yo, let me yeah, man. Yo, man, it's been a blessing, man. It's been a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Larry Davis, man. Yo, hit your like button on the way in, man. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Where you at, y'all? Where we gonna train at? I got so much. Yo, you hear me? I got so much stuff going on, right? You know what I mean? Dave Johnson, like. Oh, we got 11 o'clock news I gotta look at, you know what I'm saying? You ain't say that? He said something about, it might be another, you hear me, Black Money Corp? He said something like that. He's like, yo, man, yo, he was on the phone with me when he was talking about the dude that called, and you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, death of a cloud chaser, you heard? Salute, salute. He said something to the extent that you said me, Jack Frost, and Flip is federal agents. You don't play it? All right, my bad. It must have been somebody else. My bad. He said something, you heard? I was like, man, yo, Flip. He's like, I'm sitting here, I said, I don't want to see the video, man. He said, I was cracking up. So, you know, he didn't take it as, you know, he thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying? What up, Robert Scott? How you doing, man? Salute. You are like Black Clyke. What the fuck is that? Somebody like, yo. Peace to the 5%ers, man. Fast. Peace to the 5%ers, man. I appreciate the 5%ers. You know what I'm saying? The guards, you heard? Flip a real good dude, you heard? Flip a good dude, man. I love Flip, you heard? I love Flip, you heard? Yeah, who be recording me? Yeah, Ice Corleone be on his shit, man. That's my son, but he be on it hard. He be killing me, you heard? That's why I gotta stop doing lives. I don't like doing lives, man. That shit be killing me. Ice Corleone and that Simple B TV, Sip TV. And I don't even like it's a fucking, excuse me, I stop cursing. Yo, it look bootleg. You see two of me's on that film. I don't like bootleg stuff. It's like somebody went to a movie theater and took the phone and recorded the movie. That's how they stuff be looking. Cliffhanger. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. God bless the dead, man. R.I.P., man. Maserati Fox, you heard? Wow, what happened with Maserati? They getting all your views, Cab. I know. Nah, Sim TV ain't flip. Yo, all right. So listen, look for the truth. Let me know. Let me know how to do that. I gotta find out. I'm gonna find out about that. He making money off your story. He fool. That's a fact. Yummy, I appreciate you. No, I'm not gonna stop doing lives. Thank you. I appreciate you, Yummy. I appreciate you for the donation. Thank you. You all right? Yeah. I usually tell him, yo, don't record. But when I tell him to take it down, one thing I noticed about Ice Troll Leon, I tell him to take it down, he takes it down. He do. I said, yo, son, immediately take that down. He be like, which one? I'm like, take that down, man. You know what I mean? I did tell him a couple times to take. I told him a couple times to take it down, and he did. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fact. Stack ain't fool, man. You know what I mean? Stack ain't fool, man. Stack just did something that he wasn't supposed to do, but he didn't think to do it. He didn't do it intentionally. On his behalf, what clicked in his mind about going to, I don't know if he thought, he don't look at things too seriously. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. It's like he can walk out in the hell of bullets knowing that it's a war. It's a war going on. And he said, yo, I don't got no vest, I ain't got no gun, but I'ma still go out. What? I'ma still go to the store. Then how you gonna go to the store and you ain't got no gun and a vest on, you know them niggas waiting for you. Man, he think like a civilian. He do. He do, man. You know what I mean? I don't think it's necessary for him to keep promoting this. It's not. He's doing good without it. Somebody said to me, and you gotta look at it, and I said the same thing. I said, Stack is taking care of people in need. He's taking care of disabled people. It's an art and a craft and a commitment to that. When you take care of people of that need, you have similarities of that same nature that you want people to do for you. And that's a fact. You gotta look at it like that. It's a commitment. So, you know, he's grown. He doing what he do at his job, and I push him. I push forward for him to remain and stay like that, man. Stay out this, you know, stay out this other stuff, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hold it. I'm not gonna be the one to be like, yo, I can't. I wish I could. I'm not gonna say, but you know, it's a bad and it's a good thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Because people are rooting for me to win. So there's times where I just want to there's times where I just want to shut my YouTube off and say, man, I'm going back under the ground. I don't care about this and go do something else, you heard? But I know the people gonna miss me. And I'm gonna miss out on myself. So I want to try this. I think it's a calling for me to do this type of stuff, to be in this type of nature. I think it's a calling for me. Because for, like I said, like Shaquille said, like for years I've been low. I let a lot of things go, overlap. Niggas became taking positions, higher positions, put in a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? And they kept going. I faded out. I began to fade out. I became a myth to people as years went on, and people got stronger. I got weaker. I'm the one who got weak because I would stay less out of the limelight. You know what I mean? I began to live a modest life. On the low, I was no contact with no bloods. But you know, little homies saw me here and there, and they was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? That's him. But I made myself that way for a purpose, for a good reason. For a good reason. Listen to the interview. Listen to the interview. Listen to Ghetto Stores podcast interview. Watch that course I went notified for a lot of years, you know, because when I came home in 2001, it was hectic. It was hectic in the street for me. You told me I couldn't concentrate. I came home. I went from prison straight to mansions. I did. Not mine, but the people that I surrounded myself with, they had money. My story was being told when I stepped out. The book was being written when I stepped out the prison. Books. We want to do a book on you. We need to do a book on you. You know me? You know? I got Jason Kidd from the New York Knicks. I got Mystical, been around. Ice-T, I've been around. Us to do E40, I've been around. You know, I've been around a lot of people, man. Around, moving around with them. You heard? Shit, it's ridiculous what I experienced when I came home. Everything was moving fast. My relationship with my wife I was moving. And my relationship with my wife weakened because I was everywhere. You know what I mean? Nivea, Lil Wayne baby mother. I remember when I first came home. I went to what? I went to Fat Joe joint, right there in the Bronx. Jimmy Cafe, is it Jimmy Cafe, something like that? I went there, Mystical was there. That's when Cold Red, Mountain Dew first came out. Mystical was there. I was dancing with Nivea, his backup singer. Been so long. And who was now Lil Wayne baby mother. Dancing with her, got her number. You heard? Got drunk all night with her. I ain't hit it. I ain't going front. I don't lie on that. You heard? I don't lie on that. But maybe if I stuck around a little bit long, because I kept moving around, I maybe could have, you heard? But, you know what I'm saying? I had an opportunity to. You know what I mean? She liked me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I know I look better than Lil Wayne. I know I look better than Lil Wayne, especially when I came home. Y'all crazy? I know I looked better than Lil Wayne. But yeah, you know, when I came home, Nivea was like this on, she was on me. When we was at Fat Joe party, Jimmy Cafe on the Bronx, in the Bronx. You know what I mean? Mountain Dew Cold Red out. Mad people was there. You had to have an invite to be in there. But you know, I've been moving around with a lot of people and, you know, a lot of things starting to happen. And you know, my name came up in a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I was running around with street people and we was in the rap game. So, you know, a lot of things ensued. You know, a lot of violence ensued. So I had to get low. You know what I mean? And that was the truth. You know what I mean? That was the truth. So that, you know what I mean? Life is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. It is what it is, man. And what it's gonna be, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I disassociated myself with people, found the woman, a young lady, you know what I mean? Got low, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, shit was crazy. And then, you know, I was dealing with some people and then somebody got, you know, bodied. They came looking for me in Elmira and I went real low, you heard? Because there was a fight there was a fight the day before that ensued in the bar, you know what I mean? And that was one of the reasons why, this guy knew how to hammer, you know? But somebody died in the process of that, and I became, you know, it became more biblical for me, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm on the investigation. So, you know, like, things started happening, so I had to get real low. So, you know, things happen. Wow, yeah, you here to see that Dave Johnson? Word, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm about to hang up, man. I'm about to call it a night. About to what time is it? 7:42? Yeah, man, I gotta look at the 11 o'clock news. You know what I'm saying? Of course, keep low. What's good, peoples too? About to bail out peoples too. Peace and love, beloved, you heard? That's right. You know what I'm saying? Red Moon, all that, you heard? But I mean, like I said, man, my last words of the night, man, is stay focused, stay content, you heard? You know, humble yourself. If not, life will humble for you. I'm telling you. Humble yourself. Because if not, life will humble it for you. You know what I'm saying? You about to smoke with your lady. Alright, be safe, y'all. You heard? One love. Thank you for the donations again. You hear me? Always, always a bless. Salute.